Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Tuesday evening, we've got some talking to do. Busta Rhymes, he snapped. Down in Miami at a festival, he laid into a teen, some little Caucasian troll, if you will. I think he's from TikTok. I've got the notes. And he just goes on a rant. He starts talking to the guy about you can get fucked up. I mean, wow. At first, I was going to take Busta Rhymes' side because, being in the camera eye, so to speak, or a person of notoriety, you don't always want to be, taking pictures or something like that. But he went in on this guy. And then another guy who was right there who just said, repping the BX Busta, can I get a picture? And then the guy says, stay black. I could be wrong, but I think the guy was just trying to be like, cool, like, yo, stay black. That's his saying or his slogan. Busta Rhymes then goes in on him. Good evening in the live chat. How many times have we seen this? Does Busta Rhymes need some type of intervention? A couple of years ago, he threw a drink on a female. Oh, I'm going to play that video. She grabbed his ass cheek, I think it was the Vegas, whatever that thing is called for fashion, I forget. And he threw a drink on her. And this is what he does, from what I've gathered. I mean, I don't know if he has a problem. Maybe he just gets agitated. Didn't he curse out the audience because they weren't into his concert last year? He does the most. Oh, is it alleged roid rage? I don't know. I have no knowledge if he's banging the roids, but that might explain it, Okay, this evening we're going to talk about Busta Rhymes, as I said, and I've got two showrunners. 50 Cent warns Marlon Wayans. I want to be careful because, as you may or may not know, I don't promote beef, tension, or drama. If you're people who want to call in on the show and go at each other, I'll allow that, but I don't just attack people. And I like both of these guys. Marlon Wayans, in case you don't know, he's with the shits on Instagram. He got at Soulja Boy heavy a year or so ago. So I don't know. Is that 50 Cent warning him about what? He did an interview, pardon me, Marlon Wayans, and I've got the footage. I may or may not play that, where he's just talking about, he went to college with Diddy, and he was saying at some point you have to just give it a break. He was talking about the docuseries, talking about Diddy's beautiful children, who he knows. And then out of nowhere, 50 Cent just comes at him on Instagram. I mean, that's what he does. Yes, talking about keep my name out your mouth. That's one showrunner. And the other one is going to be Tracy Morgan interviews Nick Fuentes. Did you guys see that? I enjoyed that thoroughly. I'm not going to say just yet who I think came out on top. I'll say pause for now, but those are my topics this evening, all right? Okay, let me get straight to the business here. Busta Rhymes, wow, he needs to take some time off because, again, he keeps getting in these situations where he's just clapping at people. Let me get the video ready here. One of these videos from TMZ, the audio is not that great, but I've got two others, and I want you to just, tell me what you think. I mean... Don't put your hand on the video. Get the video on this. Tracy Morgan. Oh, Tracy. What? Hey, what did I just say? Wait. What did you say? Nah. Bro, what did you just say? Tracy, my boy out here. Put your camera down. What's Tracy Morgan? Tracy Morgan. What does that mean? I don't know. My boy said Tracy. Busta Rhymes, baby. I'm not talking to you, homie. I don't need you to tell me. Whatever. I'm trying to understand. I'm asking you a question. I ain't calling you out. What's the problem? You got a problem getting asked a question? And I don't understand.
understand. I don't know what that means either. That's why I'm asking you what it means. That's the only way I get to understand by asking questions. So I was taking a picture to show you love because you were trying to be funny. So what you mean, Tracy, my boy? What that mean?
Everyone say Tracy. So I'm saying Tracy.
I ain't hear nobody say Tracy. You know what I'm saying? Tracy. Don't play stupid either with your man. If you talk about Tracy, I don't know what y'all doing.
Yo, what happened? What you
Kid walks off. Okay. The audio is not that good on that one, but I've got 2 more videos. Just sit tight. Let me say early, I don't believe it was staged. I don't believe it was fake. He has shown us a pattern of snapping. So I believe what we saw was him just, not willing to be a part of the bullshit. I don't know who that kid is. I did a little research. Again, I think he's some type of TikToker. Now, if you are, from the suburbs, that's common suburban behavior. White kids do that all the time. They go up on somebody, and I've even seen black kids do it since the rise of the internet, go up on somebody and call them by a different name. They do it for shits and giggles. Now, Busta Rhymes, in my opinion, he's a world traveler. He should know that. Yes, no, in the live chat, he should be beyond that sort of thing. He shouldn't take it so serious. Someone says troll culture. Yes, absolutely. Troll culture.
I'm not signing nothing else.
What's good, my brother?
What's good?
All right, chilling. Bronx in the house, you heard? You take a flick. You take a flick for me?
I gotta go inside. What y'all think I might?
I can't get one real quick, Bronx in the house, real quick, Buster.
I appreciate the love.
Let me get one. I'll see you later. Stay black, you heard? Stay black, Buzz.
So what else I'm supposed to be? You a clown now too?
Nah, I ain't no clown.
What the fuck you mean stay black?
That's my slogan.
I don't know that slogan. Don't say it to me.
That's
I'm
what.
not joking with you.
Photo though. It's all good.
Fuck that. I ain't doing your photo.
All right, have a good day though.
You have a better day.
Happy holidays and all that.
Talking.
Happy New Year and all
Keep
that. All right, cool.
Keep playing. Y'all niggas
Cool.
bug the fuck out. Keep playing.
That's what I'm saying. Stay black is my thing, bro.
I don't give a fuck what it is. That
All right,
is what
cool.
I do.
All right, no doubt.
Bozo ass nigga.
All right,
Y'all
cool.
Stop playing.
All right, cool. Have a good night, bro.
Stop talking to me, bro. How about that? Say something else. Yeah, say something else.
That's some funny shit, bro. Wasn't even coming off of negative energy, bro.
Yeah, you was.
No, I wasn't.
I keep talking.
That's my slogan, bro.
Oh, see, keep talking.
That wasn't even negative energy, bro.
Keep talking.
Now, have a good night, though. Stay black.
Dick.
All right, have a good night, bro. Stay black. Stay black.
Oh, see, nigga? Keep talking. Keep playing, my nigga. Keep playing. Keep playing. You keep playing, you little fucking faggot. You don't even know what's around you. Bitch, don't touch me. Keep playing.
I ain't say nothing, bro. I ain't say nothing, bro.
You gonna stop fucking playing with grown men. Stop playing.
I'm not playing, though. I'm not playing, though. That's my slogan, bro. Have a good night, though, boss. Yeah, why you press you? What'd you do?
Yo, it's good, Tracy Morgan.
Oh, for real? Oh, you wildin'.
Yo, you almost got your ass beat, though. He was He didn't want no videos, also.
Let's bring in a couple of phone calls. Guys, please watch the language. Area code 720. Good evening. Are you there? We're talking about a few topics. 720.
I think Busta Rhymes is anti-black. It really triggered him when the guy said, "Hey man, stay black."
Stay black.
That shouldn't trigger him to get upset. But like you said, with the prior video that he's on video,
Pattern of behavior. Yeah,
The pattern, yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the pattern. So the patterns are coming out, and it's making them look bad, man. I mean, you still 5 or 6 albums behind Nas. So if you so hip hop and you so with the rap culture and know what's going on, where are your rap albums at? Not miss no singles talking about how rich you are. So you know what? We're coming to the last days of the small hats controlling hip hop, and he's one of them.
Can I jump in for a second? That's a very good observation you just put on the table. Maybe he's anti-black. I've never seen him snap on a white person. Now that I think about it and what you just said, he threw a drink on a female in Las Vegas. I'm going to play that video shortly. He was born in Brooklyn, New York. I'm not sure how long he lived there. I think his family moved to Long Island, New York, when he was middle school or something like that. Does he have an elitist attitude about him? Do you know?
I don't know. I can't say. I do feel that you get approached by the Democratic shields, and they use these particular hip hop artists who have the best of both worlds, and we love all the cultures. I'm not against Pan-Africanism. Black. I'm talking about if I'm a foundational Black American, I'm not against those people, but don't diss us. To do what? To put what? Trinidad on the map?
Now, he is of Jamaican descent, and we did see him. I'm not sure if you saw him talking about the influences of hip hop came from Jamaica, and he was trying to make some type of correlation to the patterns and the beats, and he was very condescending, and he spoke down about African Americans or FBA. He said they ain't got no culture. That's what he said. Do you know about that?
Right. Yes, sir. And I hope Nas chop him up in 3 days. I know, and that's what it is. You New Yorkers have an allegiance with each other.
I'm not from New York, sir. Slow that down. I'm not from New York.
I'm sorry. 30 miles away. Cross the bridge.
Please watch the language, sir. Watch the language, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
ahead.
So, I feel like he's anti-black. I've been feeling that way for a minute. I love Busta Rhymes when he came out. He had a different style and flair. He wasn't hollering Trinidad or wherever he's from. He didn't have that flag. And then my son, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, now hang on a second. Are you from the New York Tri-State? My son served. Let me just give you some context in case you don't know. I don't have all the notes with me. I couldn't find a video from ABC, NBC, or CBS. I found something in the New York Post, but they were just tearing into him. He served 7 years in the penitentiary, armed robbery, a cab driver. They offered him a year. He took it to trial. He blew trial, and the witness went to the trial and said, yeah, that's him. So he got 7 years. Till this day, he says he didn't commit the crime. That's what he says. But now, are you from the Tri-State, New York?
No, sir.
Well, he's known nationwide. I forget the name of his company or organization with Until Freedom. Pardon me. He and Tamika Mallory, Until Freedom. He's put boots to the ground for a lot of years. And I'm not, in any way, shape, or form caping for him because, again, we don't share the same politics. But do you think he has put in enough work to be on the new mayor's transition team up in New York?
No, I think Sinetta should. Sinetta, let me stop giggling.
Peace to Sinetta. I spoke to him recently. Okay, that's it. Nothing else to say about my son? Seriously, come on, seriously.
No, that's it. I just find it very odd and funny.
Okay.
Salute God. Peace, man. I appreciate you taking my call.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me say this also about Busta Rhymes. He's been in the game far too long to have this type of, disposition with regards to today's trolls. The word fan is old. You've heard Star say the first one on urban hip hop radio back in March of 2000. F a fan. A fan is a fanatic. But today you have trolls, media assassins, so you know they're out to get you. Why hasn't he updated things with regards to his approach and his interaction? I find it to be odd, and I'm just he needs some type of I don't know new media training. Guys, does he have any type of anger management issues? Anybody know? Area code 272. Good evening. Is that Kuala with the T?
Yeah, what's going on, Star? What's going on, bro?
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
Man, Busta Rhymes have an anger management problem. But what we're learning this about all these old rappers, man. They need to get up out of here, man. And let me tell you why. There's one thing that a lot of people are clout chasing. A lot of people are clout chasing. They want you to put your hands.
Everybody, Kuala, everybody is clout chasing. That's the game now.
Right. Because the minute you put your hand on them, they gonna sue you and press charges, right? In this situation, I don't think the dude was clout chasing with Busta. You know what I'm saying? But Busta probably took it as he was clout chasing because that's how he's been. Anybody approach him. And we've seen this.
Kuala, I got to jump in with all due respect. The white boy admitted he was trolling. I played the video. He came up on the other guy. He said, I was trolling. White boy admitted.
Now, as far as Busta, I met him before. I've been around him.
But did you hear what I said, Kuala? Did you hear what I said? The white boy
you said he was trolling.
He admitted to it. Go ahead.
Now, as far as him saying "stay black" and all that other stuff, that probably is his slogan. That's probably who he is. Yeah. And Busta probably took it as a joke and stuff like that, and probably didn't recognize him as being that type of person. But sometimes you got to understand too with these artists, you got to watch how you approach these artists. Not every artist or sports player is approachable. You understand? Some people just want to go out and have a good time, don't want to interact with other people, so they don't know how to react to certain things because, like you said, he was cloud chasing. He was cloud chasing. He felt it, and he checked you on it. And that's the difference because you don't know who's cloud chasing. But in this situation, we know he meant to cloud chasing. But when it comes to other people, you don't know who's cloud chasing and who's not. But do I think...
Kuala, I hate to jump in. Let's take it slow. Peace to Al Tariq. I forgot about that. Al Tariq says Busta Rhymes agrees to anger management after throwing a protein shake at a man in the gym. Kuala, let's get past all this clout chasing stuff. This man's got a problem.
Yeah, he got a problem. If you remember, if you go back, remember years ago, he lost one of his closest friends, and one of his closest friends came unalive when they was doing that video with that DMX, Mary J. Blige, Lloyd Banks video too. So, like, people don't understand. They gotta go back to the history of Busta and stuff like that. But so Dwayne, Marlon, and Fitz.
Well, hang on a second, Kuala. No, the trolls are not going back to study Busta Rhymes' history. If anything, they're gonna go at him harder because they know he's sensitive and he explodes. I mean, I'm trying to listen to you, but did you see the video? Did you see the video?
Yes.
Listen. Did you listen?
Yes.
Come on.
I agree with you on that part, what you just said. Now that they know how he gets, they're going to troll him even harder now. And it's going to be up to him how he react to it. Because it only takes him to react in a certain way and put his hands on one of them. Now they got him and stuff like that. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to walk away. Busta got to sometimes walk away from these people. But yeah, even though he was trolling, Busta should have easily just be like, you know what? Have a good day and keep it moving. But you kept it going with him, my man, too. So you engage with him. And that's what they want when trollers do that. They want you to engage with them because they want their 10 minutes of fame. And you gave it to him when you went back and forth with him.
Right.
Now, as far as this Marlon Wayne and 50, I respect Marlon Wayne.
Wayans.
I respect what he said because here's why. The reality of the situation when what he said about 50, like, yeah, Diddy's doing his time. We know what happened. Let that man rest. Let that man do his time. He ain't worrying about you. He ain't thinking about you. That's what he was saying. but also he's letting people know, okay, it's two things about you. Did you do this for the check, or did you do this because you really don't like Diddy? Or did you do the dirt for the other people? So if I'm saying is, did you do the job for the white people?
Okay.
Because think about this. A lot of the stuff, footage he got, if you go back to his lawyer, when his lawyer put the statement out, we didn't authorize none of this stuff, right? How did 50 get all these videos and all that, right? The only person that had the videos, keep it out, and we talked about this. The only person.
Koala, I hate to cut your show. We've already went over all of this about how he got the videos. This has already been on TMZ. So we're like past that. With all due respect, man. Marlon Wayans also clapped back at 50 Cent. Can I just ask you to bring it right there and land your plane? Because Marlon Wayans is with the nonsense. He's popping on Instagram. He's not no pushover, and I don't know where it's going. Can you speak to that?
Nah, I think what he did, he handled it like a pro. He handled it like a man. And I think if 50 respond back again, he's going to respond. He's not going to back down. He said what he said, and he's going to stand on it. Now it comes down to how 50 feel about it. But like you said, Marlon ain't no punk. He ain't that. He went back and forth with Soulja Boy. He went back and forth with DJ Lab. He ain't one of them dudes going back down.
Yeah. Did you say Lad or Vlad?
Lad, yeah, Lad. Him and Lad.
No, it's Vlad with a V, not Lad. Vlad.
Yeah, Lad. They went at each other, so I don't think he backing down for 50. I just don't see it.
Kuala salute, my nigga.
The only thing, I would say this: the only thing what 50 would do, he gonna keep trolling him on the internet. You gonna see him probably tonight. He gonna keep trolling him on the internet.
Keep us posted because Marlon Wayans is with the trolling too. Good to talk to you, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let me go to area code 770. Hey there. Good evening. Please watch the language. We're talking about Busta Rhymes snapping on a troll. Are you there? Are you ready? 770.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
It's me, Parrot Lady.
Hey, Parrot Lady. How are you?
Great. So I'm gonna make this quick. Yes, he has serious anger management issues. He's got to get a handle on that, because I can clearly see over the littlest thing, he'll end up killing somebody if he doesn't get a handle on that. And I think he needs to I think he really needs a real good bowel movement. So he really should take a laxative. And I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah,
you might be right, because he's got that bloated stomach, and he's much younger than me. Do you know how old he is? I'll Google it, but how old is Busta Rhymes? The hell?
He's got to be probably same age as Puffy. 54, something like that.
He ain't that old.
56.
I'll Google.
No?
Okay, keep talking, Parrot Lady.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs a serious bowel movement. And you'll be surprised how much more lighter and freer you would feel. And that could get rid of half of his anger. Right there. You try not having a good bowel movement for 2 and 3 weeks. You be mad at him. Just mad, angry for no reason.
According to Wikipedia, Parrot Lady, born in 1972, he's 53 years of age. Now, listen, I have no proof. There have been accusations over the years. Do you think he's constipated?
You know what? That's what his anger is giving.
I didn't finish what I was trying to say because I have no proof. Do you think he's constipated for a reason? Chaka chaka cha, chaka chaka cha.
I think he just might have some medical conditions.
Okay.
Or something. But yeah, he needs to let it out. Let it out and be free. Free yourself.
Be free, girl. Purr. All right. Hey, Parrot Lady, now you're down in Georgia. You're from New York, but you're in Georgia, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you keep up with New York politics? Any thoughts on my son being appointed to the transition team of the new mayor-elect, or do you not care? My son.
You know, I don't even know who my son is. Who is my son?
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Never mind. 50 Cent has warned Marlon Wayans, keep my name out your mouth. Mouth, M-O-U-F. That's how they spell it today. Mouth. Any thoughts or no?
Well, I did see Marlon post a picture of 50 and Diddy in a jacuzzi, a hot tub together.
That's what I'm
Lovely picture.
That's what I'm talking about. Marlon is with the shits.
Yeah, lovely picture.
Yeah.
You know, makes you wonder, you know, what's really his motivation with this documentary.
Yeah. Peekaboo, we see you.
With him, and then did he get your woman and, you know, do all types of unseemly things with her?
Okay.
You know.
All right. Great to talk to you, Parrot Lady.
Same here. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye now. Okay. Parrot Lady tapping in. Guys, I got to play this. This man needs an intervention. This man needs an intervention. Boris with the research. Thank you, Boris. 13 years ago, Busta Rhymes snaps on some type of Caucasian. Okay, so he's an equal opportunity hater. Video's kind of choppy. Pay attention.
Come here. You're moving the camera. He's happy now. Right, call him.
Buster, can we have a photo? Buster, can we have a photo?
That is so ignorant.
You call me ignorant? You call me ignorant? Why would you do such a thing?
Because you want to be photo.
You're such an inconsiderate bitch. I have to use the bathroom. You call me ignorant because I gotta rush to take a shit? Since when did I need your permission to take a shit? I gotta come down your order to have a shit on myself.
I don't know what that. Hey, there's children.
If that's what you want me to do,
There's children.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you about the consideration that you should still have with me as a human being.
There's
You
children
call
here.
me ignorant.
There's
You call me
children
ignorant.
here.
You call me ignorant,
There's
right?
children here.
Oh, you ain't listening. You're not listening. You just think that it's okay to call me whatever you want? That's what you think?
He's ignorant.
Have respect for people. You get respect back.
You've got respect
You understand?
for her.
You understand? If you have respect, you get respect back. I didn't call none of you no names.
Can you believe
I didn't call none of you no
Buster standing on business? Yes, no? Clapping at a group of white British chicks.
names. I come to use the bathroom, you call me ignorant. Wow. Some appreciation.
How can you appreciate language around children?
Boris with the throwback. Okay, that was, where was that, Boris? Hold on a second. Where was that? Area code 646. Good evening. Are you ready? Please watch the language.
Yeah. I'm ready. Star, good evening. How you doing?
Good evening. Can you fix your phone, please, so you're not killing the vibe?
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Okay, we're going to hold on to this, man.
You can hear me?
No, sir, it sounds horrible. Are you in a trap?
What about now?
Well, there's an echo, sir. Are you in a bathhouse?
What about now? What about now?
Okay,
What about now?
That's a little better. Good evening, sir. Where do you want to start? Good
It's
evening.
better.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. So, are we talking about Marlon or Busta? I lost track.
Well, it's on the screen, sir. Supposedly, 50 Cent has warned Marlon Wayans or Busta Rhymes. We've been playing video footage of him that I forgot. He blacks out on people. What say you?
Hold on with that, Star. You're a famous guy. You should understand, be a little bit more understanding too, right? I'm from Queens. I'm from the L, Run DMC, Russell Simmons, and all that. I remember when LL became famous. Then, I of mine, and they didn't believe you.
Sir, your phone is going in and out. Please don't kill the vibe. Please, sir. I'm a patient man.
Hello?
But I cannot let you kill
Hello?
the vibe. Fix your phone, please.
All right. Can you hear now?
It's a little better. Go ahead.
Hello? How's it now? Hello?
Yes, sir. You're talking about LL Cool J, Russell Simmons.
No. I wasn't talking to LL Cool J. He just became famous. He came out with his first record, I Need a Beat. So what happened was we was in the game room, and I don't know if you guys remember arcade games. I was playing the arcade game, and I got the high score. LL came over to me, and his radio was playing on Mr. Magic 25 WBLS Friday night. And he said, put up my name. I said, who are you? And he said, I'm LL James. I said, I thought you was Todd, because his name is really Todd.
Troll babies. Should I hang up on him? It's on you. I'm a patient man. Troll babies. What say you? Sir, sit tight. Stay right there. Stay right there. Put him on hold. Yeah. You see, the audience wants to be informed. My analytics confirm that. If you're not on topic, you got to go. Okay. All right, so you got to get to the topic fast. We don't want to hear about the game room and
I was just trying to make an analogy.
Okay.
I was just trying to make an analogy how when Busta got mad at the little kid for calling him Tracy Morgan, sometimes stars take themselves a little too seriously. They don't understand people can make a mistake, and he does kind of look like, under a certain amount of light, Tracy Morgan. So I mean, I don't understand.
I would agree.
I went to a Busta Rhymes party though, invited by his chauffeur, because I was friends with his chauffeur, and it was a lot of hugging going on at that party.
Okay.
I didn't really understand what was going on. They didn't even know me.
Right.
Dudes kept hugging me all night. I know I smell good and look good, but it's a little too much hugging. So I think sometimes it's the other substances that could be a factor, but under a certain light, he looks like Tracy Morgan. Now back to Marlon Winans. Everybody knows Marlon Winans got all them brothers.
Sir, stop. Stop right there. Stop right there. I'm not, sir, listen, you've been talking. Now listen, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm a good listener.
I know that's right.
You're from the New York Tri-State, yes?
From Queens, man. Southside Queens.
You guys have the worst diction and the poorest grammar in the United States. It's Marlon Marlon Wayans, not Winans, sir, from the Winans family, not BB and CC.
Winans, Wayans.
Thank you, sir. God bless. God bless. Oh my God! For a second there, I thought I was doing too much, but when he said Winans, you got to go. Oh my goodness. Area code 618. We've got a lot going on. Please watch the language. 618, good evening. Are you there? Are you ready? 618, yes, no, maybe? Okay. They're not.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
What's up?
Yeah. Can you make the adjustments? We got some echo noise in the background. We want to hear what you're saying.
All right, you got me now?
Yes. Good evening, sir. How are you?
All right, what's up? So which topic we talking about? The girl, or we talking about 50, Busta Rhymes? Which one?
Well, are you looking at the screen? The main topic is Busta Rhymes snaps. This is a pattern. This is a pattern, sir. I don't know how much you saw the videos we played from 13 years ago of the protein shake at the gym. I was trying to
All right, so
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So here we go, Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes having an identity crisis because he don't know if he like fruit or not.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, and then second of all, I think that because he's from Jamaica, or whatever, he's Jamaican descent, so he having an identity crisis. So when dude called him and said, "Keep it black," he took that personal because he having an issue with that. He don't know if he want to be black or if he want to be Jamaican.
Okay.
And with the girl,
why do people keep trying to allude to Busta Rhymes' sexuality? Have you met him, sir?
No, I just see how he dressed, so you know what I mean.
But you have no proof, and I mean, like it's kind of like an on-running.
I'm speculating. That's my spec. I'm just.
You're speculating. You're
And that's what I
speculating.
think.
Yeah. You have no proof.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, you know a fruit when you see one.
Honestly, I can't tell these days because most of these niggas now are wearing slides and fingernail polish. You got niggas wearing bonnets. I don't know. I'm
That's
confused.
true.
Go ahead.
They confused also. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what's up though.
Are you from the New York Tri-State, sir? Where you calling from?
Nah, I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri, middle of the map.
Okay. Do you care with regards to 50 Cent giving a warning to Marlon Wayans, not Winans, Wayans? Yep, speed.
I don't know. That's gonna be a good battle right there because Marlon a professional comedian, so
Bingo.
Bingo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He do that for a living. He been doing it a long time, so 50 gonna have his work cut out for him with Marlon.
Do you think that Marlon Wayans might be 50 Cent's Huckleberry? You know that expression? I'll be a Huckleberry.
No, I don't know what that means.
Okay, that's old, but okay. Listen, I appreciate the call and thank you for not cursing, sir. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Already, 100.
Already. Oh, the person who I so want to talk to, Janet. Good evening, Janet. How are you? What's going on, girl?
Hey, Star.
Hey, Janet.
What's going on?
What's cracking? Let's talk about it.
Well,
let's talk about it.
I'm calling about the young lady, the 11-year-old that got physically abused and threatened by this so-called hairstylist.
Violated.
And the cops that responded and decided that they were a judge and jury and said that and said that she didn't attempt. That's for a judge or a jury to decide, not for the police.
Okay.
And it's been I looked all over the web. I didn't find a police report. I didn't see no follow-up or anything. So what I'm suggesting is that people go ahead and call the district attorney down there, because it seems like they're going through a lot of political upheaval, because 2 of the police chiefs just got arrested a couple of months ago because they were selling IDs to immigrants.
Okay.
It was some type of identity thing with the immigrants, because all what they would say is something about I sent you an email on it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
if I can jump in and thank you for doing research on this older story, but I was appalled, dragging 11-year-old with the goddamn scissors over a $25 late fee. Now, from what I've gathered over the years, decades, if you will, giving these types of stories, these late fees they're serious now, because you can't cut in and mess up, a client that's waiting, a cancellation, that whole world. But cutting the girl's hair, with the scissors, that is scary. Scary.
Star, she dragged that 11-year-old. The mother was trying to protect her.
Dragged her.
And my whole thing is, why haven't anyone in that area stepped up? And where's the police report? And where's these police? Who were the responding officers that came in there and spoke about intent?
Right.
Like they could improve intent.
Right.
This was a child in danger, and this is a black child in danger by a black woman. And so we always saying that, if it was a white woman, we'll be up in arms. Now it's time for us to police ourselves.
Hold on, Janet, because when you and I were talking about this, and I said, if that were an 11-year-old white girl, would she have done it like that?
No. And the police. I'm more concerned with the police right now, because this child was evidently assaulted. She was emotionally scarred. It has only been a couple of months. This young lady is still holding that. No telling what type of damage, mental damage, because the brain is still forming. It doesn't stop forming until somebody is 25, 26. What type of emotional permanent damage that this woman did, and then what type of damage did the police do by just brushing it off like it was like her life and her safety and her health wasn't important? And
well, hold on, Janet. I don't mean to cut you short. So you're saying, Janet, you're saying the police came to the scene, but they did not arrest her?
No pressures. No, they did not arrest her. They did not file anything because they said that she didn't intent to harm the child. The police did respond.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. Something is wrong, and we as Black people, we must go up in arms over this, because if it was a white woman, we'll have a lot to say. Everybody will be on their soapbox. But sometimes we got to protect us from us. And so, and
can I jump in, Janet? Can I jump in?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, listen, you and I know each other. We've never met in person, but can I ask you to please stop saying we, please? Because I mean, I unsubscribed from the Black culture many years ago. If anybody's going to do something, I wish them well. But that video is 7 months old. I was appalled. I sent it to Deeds, and she was appalled as well. So if they have done nothing yet at this point, and this woman is still, didn't I send you her IG page link?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. The people involved have to do something. But I hear where you're coming from. Go ahead.
No, when I say we, I mean as a society.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm not including you or excluding you from any group. What you claim and what you do is your business.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is this child and children's safety matters to me. It should matter to all of us. I think we all should be on the phone first thing in the morning, calling the district attorney, which you can clearly find on their website, and say, what is going on here?
White Roy on the screen says she lost her job. That's enough.
No, that's not enough. What is wrong with you? That's not. Do you know the emotional damage she did to this child, and the stabbing that she did to the mother? That's not enough.
Okay, I'm just repeating what.
That's not enough.
It's on the screen. I'm just take it easy. I'm repeating what someone said on the screen.
That's not enough.
All right. Okay.
That's a child.
The child.
That this woman manhandled over a $25 late fee that she wasn't even entitled to. She wasn't entitled to this. And how can the people?
Can I ask you a question, Janet? With all due respect. Respect. Does a Black child have the same value as a white child?
Yes. And that's the problem, because as a society, we don't see that value. And the thing is, we don't see the value. Black folks don't see the value within themselves, because if they did, they would be up in arms. How dare those police officers respond and make a decision to say what the woman intended to do? You know how many years in schooling psychiatrists have to go to before they could even pinpoint a degree of intent, and for them to walk in and say that because it was just the Black little girl? We should be ashamed of ourselves as a society as a whole. We should be ashamed. I'm going to district attorney tomorrow morning because I'm like, what's going on?
Janet, can I cut in, please? Janet, with all due respect, can I put a troll comment on the screen?
No, because this is serious. Come on, people, when you guys going to stop playing games, it's going to bring your child. You know what? I'm going to get off the phone because, you guys don't take nothing serious.
No.
And this stuff going to continue to happen. And that little Black girls and little Black boys going to continue to be disappearing, and nobody's going to say nothing. Nobody's going to.
Janet, I'm giving everybody the platform to discuss it. I'm not laughing at the story. Somebody, you know how they get to troll, and I thought it was funny.
No.
Okay, all right.
No. I don't want to hear that when it comes to serious stuff.
Okay.
You know, because to me it devalues the conversation.
Okay.
It devalues the conversation. I'm not going to skirt away from this. I'm calling first thing tomorrow morning. Just like when I told you that stuff that was going on with the White House, I got in touch with the president, and I sent you his response the White House response in the email. This stuff is not right.
All right. Well,
this stuff is not right, and I will be calling.
Janet, keep me posted. I was appalled when I saw the video. I'm as serious as I'm as serious as colon cancer. And even though, at those hair salons and I know how they get all rambunctious and contentious, I was still appalled. But keep me posted, all right?
I will.
Thank you, Janet.
Well,
thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Gene Richmond, do you want to call in, sir? Number 9, I see your donation. Thank you as always. How about that? My political correspondent, who also donates to the show. Taking a shot at Janet, but thank you, number 9. Oh, guys, also, the show that we did, was it Friday night? Whoa. That show was out of pocket, out of line, and out of order. Now, I saved the file. I got to do some edits. We'll get it back up soon for members only. Sunday and Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, went at it. They went at it. I've got the file. Just be patient, okay? All right, everybody, hold on. Let me just check my phone here. Let me make sure Deeds is okay. Okay. Thank you, Deeds. Deeds says people need to stop trying to claim Busta Rhymes is gay. The man has 6 children, and people say he's a good father. Yeah. I only met him one time. He was at a battle rap event. Hey, Cruise Control, I got your Cash App. Thank you so much. Cruise Control. Guys, we have a brand new Cash App. It's right there on the screen. Can you see that? $ Hip Hop Police. It should be at the top of the live chat. After months, Cash App reached out to me. I cursed them out in the email because they were just like, taking down Cash App accounts. You guys remember that? And I said, go F yourself. I run a goddamn business. And I guess they did their due diligence and then asked me, could I return? I said, F you. So then they came back and Hip Hop Police. That's the new Cash App if you want to support the machine, okay? Your donations are tax deductible. Let me go to area code 516. Please watch the language. Are you there? 516. Yes, no, maybe. In
Peace was good, Star.
Peace. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, what's going on? This is the big immigrant right here, but calling from Glen Cove, New York, Long Island.
Glen Cove, the home of Ashanti. Put some respect on it.
Yep. I just came from a hearing, city council, that they passed to ban smoking weed on public sidewalks, beaches, and parks.
Okay.
We're fucked out here, man.
All right, sir. If you curse again, I'm going to block you. Do you understand? You don't just call me spewing profanity. I asked you to watch the language when you first came on. Okay?
True.
Yeah, okay. And where do you want to start? Come on.
Now Busta Rhymes, man. I used to see him out in Hempstead. Uniondale a lot. Some car shows out there. But it was pretty funny. I like what the white boy did to him.
Okay.
It's true. He was looking like Tracy Morgan with the fatty liver.
Okay.
But yeah,
do you think he has a problem, sir? He has a pattern of snapping on fans and got on stage and started cursing at the audience, I think a year ago, because they didn't they weren't vibing to his performance. Do you have to speed on that?
Yeah, I saw some of that, and also what you were saying before, that these are like already washed rappers that they don't need no more clout no more and a bunch
I didn't say that, sir. I didn't say that.
of effects and everything.
Sir, I didn't say that.
Oh, sorry. And and then some other people say like, oh, we gotta take care of our legends. Like, man, it is what it is.
Let's get that goofy out of here. Have an opinion when you call in. My audience wants to be informed. That's why I take phone calls. That's why it's the objective perspective, so that this show is not just an echo chamber. I used to do shows years ago where I just spoke for 2 hours straight, and then we would only do 10 minutes of phone calls. You guys remember that? The Star Chamber? If you don't have an opinion on the topics, just please don't call. And whatever you do, don't call in and say it is what it is. That's the most goofy perspective to have. You've got social media. You've got these goddamn mobile devices. You can do the research. Sheesh. Everybody hold on. I had a good day. I had a very good day for those who care. I'm a very patient man. Most of you know that, so I'm not going to, just let people who are uninformed ruin the show here. Okay, what is this? Deeds, is this staged or is this real? I don't know that particular. I got to ask Deeds. Is that real or staged? Something about a Ferrari crash. Is that real? It doesn't look real. I don't want to play something and then I get a copyright strike. Hey, Ivy, I think I got your cat. Hey, Ivy, Boule lives matter. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Hi, Penelope. Nice to hear from you. Okay, you're from the New York Tri-State. Yeah, listen, I don't know anything about people getting fired on radio stations. This is the internet. I don't even want to get into that whole radio thing, to be honest with you. Let's stay on topic. Area code 718. Good evening. Are you there? Are you ready? 718.
Yes. Hey. Hey, good evening, sir. How are you?
Hey, who's this?
This is Miss Peace from Brooklyn, but I'm here in Dallas. How are you?
Nice to hear from you. Where do you want to start, dear?
Oh, okay. Let's start with this Busta Rhymes. Now, I'm from Brooklyn, and I was heavy into the hip-hop scene, and I've been observing him over the years, and his tantrums, his attitudes, his aura, basically. Now, I don't know if you remember back, he had an interview that he was doing when when Chris Lighty had passed away, and he was speaking on how he went into a deep depression, and he had to take some time off or whatnot. I feel like with Busta, he might have something underlying that makes him, interact with people and lash out, because he is surrounded all day around people that are yes men. He has influence, he has money, he has like power, whatnot, and say. So basically, he feels like he has this form of grandeur to say what he wants, and he's being tested, especially in this day and time where the kids everyone is streaming, everyone has an opinion, and everyone wants to come out and say something, even if it's outlandish. So he feels it's like, he's on the tip. Like if someone says something, he has to turn around and say something and defend himself. So he's always on the tip about, I got to get back and defend myself or say something to you so I won't look like a punk or whatnot. And that's been continual, just watching and observing him. And I'm like, well, when is somebody going to stop him? Is he having any type of therapy? Is he diagnosed with anything? Sometimes we look at this and we don't really know what's happening with him mentally. He's dealt with a lot of like trauma, on his end in regard to the industry or whatnot. And I don't know the depth of his relationship and how that hit him. But during that interview, he really, really, really got into how he felt, how it broke him down or whatnot. So that tied a lot to him, because I don't know what is his triggers? How does he interact with people that's around him? Because he's just a big man that just...
Can I jump in?
That's his persona. Huh?
Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. He's always had this aura as this, larger than life circus character, if you will. The outfits going back to when he came out of the whole excuse me, the whole Scenario remix. Remember that, going back in the days? So he's been perceived as this fun character. He was slender then, and I saw him live in concert. Whoa, him and Spliff Star tore it down. I give him that. Do you think that fame has just done a job on him? And I don't know anything about his personal life. I don't want to put those accusations on him about, sexual yada, yada. I mean, sometimes a person just needs to decompress. Therapy, if you will. Yeah. Do you think that there's something, as you said, some underlying issue? Because this is a pattern. This isn't just once in a while. He seems to snap at the people who, want to, I don't know, just get a picture, say hi. What do you think?
Yeah. I think I really think that is something there because, people, you don't know what's going on. They asking for a picture. I guess he's tired of them. He's probably like, listen, I'm human too. I want to do this or whatnot. And he's on the edge, like I said. He's just going to react and do what he please. But who's really around him to say anything or really stop him? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're just yes men. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay. But that's majority of the people, But I wanted to go to the 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans.
From the Wayans family. Come on, girl, don't even act like you don't know the Wayans family. Come on. Come on.
No, it's like having two shows on two different avenues, and I'm here for it because Marlon is quick on his feet, and 50 Cent is what you call it. He is petty as whatever. So I am looking for the back and forth, and I'm just like, wow, what's going to be the end result of this? Because everyone is pulling out something. You know what I'm saying? I like Marlon Wayans. He's a comedian, but comedians are like survivors. They had to use their comedy to survive and make them feel well. But this is an interesting turn, Okay. It's an interesting turn.
I appreciate the call, darling. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good night.
Okay. All right. Vanita, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Hi, Vanita. Yeah, I don't know that person, Benita. Thank you for the heads up. I'm 61. I don't live that life of, drama. But thank you, darling. Thank you for your contribution. Hang on a second. Let me see what Deed says about this. Okay. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't play it. Yeah. Busta Rhymes pretending to be a news reporter, something with the Ferrari. Yeah, it looked fake. I don't want to play that. Guys, can I shift gears here for a second? I feel like talking this evening. I want to play a couple of videos if you will allow me. Give me a second. This I found to be crazy. The Chicago mayor, you guys up to speed? Pretending to cry? The Chicago mayor. Oh my God, I got to play this. I couldn't believe this. I said, whoa. This is Fox Business. They're not adding any sauce to it. He's literally pretending to cry. I don't keep up with Chicago, but this is highly entertaining.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson shedding some crocodile tears today after his beloved corporate head tax proposal got nixed from the city council's alternative budget proposal.
There are lines of Chicagoans right now of people who do not have food, you guys. And if you've never gone hungry, you wouldn't know why I have that urgency. If you've never opened up your refrigerator and there's nothing in it, poverty sucks. Corporations are making a killing right now, and we have elders that are more interested in defending these big corporations than families like mine who went without food and electricity and could not afford rent and mortgage. Get me something I can work with.
Maybe acting's in his future? I don't know. Well, this head tax he's got so emotional about is his genius idea to fill a massive 2026 budget hole, which would charge companies with more than 100 employees $21 per employee per month. Now, it's part of his larger $600 million proposed tax increases for the year.
For more, let's bring in Chicago Alderman Raymond Lopez. So, Raymond, I know how much you love the city of Chicago, and none of us, not at this table or where you are, want to see anybody go hungry. Is this an issue of not being compassionate, or is this an issue of not balancing a budget?
This is an issue, guys, of how do you perform the best in order to sell the worst policy possible that's going to shift the burden of taxation away from downtown as you continue to chase businesses out and put it on the property owners, the homeowners of the city of Chicago, who are already seeing a 16% increase in their property taxes thanks to his policies that have chased businesses out of this city. What the mayor doesn't tell people while he's tearing up for the cameras is that just last year, he tried to stick homeowners with a $300 million property tax increase, as well as hundreds of millions of dollars in new fines and fees. He's doing it again this year, but in order for him to make that campaign pledge that he wants to tax the rich, this is the performance we get. It has nothing to do with helping everyday Chicagoans, because he had none of these tiers when he was giving away $600 million to take care of 60,000 Venezuelan migrants here in the city of Chicago.
Also, just for the folks at home, you've got a D next to your name. So you're a Democrat, you're in the same party as the mayor here. Raymond, so Seattle tried and then repealed a similar head tax in 2018 because guess what? Companies like Amazon threatened to withhold expansion. Why does he think Chicago would be any different?
No, it's very interesting for me personally to hear Mayor Johnson talk about all of these failed policies as though they are somehow going to magically work simply because we have Lake Michigan right behind us. They are not going to work. We know what we need to do if we want to lessen the tax burden on working families is that we need to grow the economy. We need to invite businesses back. We need to put people to work. And his $21 a person head tax, while it sounds low, will cost company millions. Take, for example, our local grocer, Jewel, hires 35,000 people here in the city of Chicago. They would have to pay $7 million a year just for the purposes of putting people to work. I doubt they would stay just because of that.
No way.
Thank you for your patience. I just wanted to get a full understanding of why he, was pretending to cry. I found that to be so odd. Hey there, area code 718. Please watch the language. Good evening. Are you there?
Hey, sir.
Hey.
It's me.
Me who?
Kat.
Hey, Kat, how are you? What's going on, girl?
How you doing?
I'm great. What's cracking?
I think Busta, he goes in and out of his zesty persona, which makes me think that.
Kat, we have no proof. Can we not do that? That's hearsay. People are getting sued. Please, you're from New York, and with all due respect, it's like, come on, find something else to try and hang a hat on, please. Come on.
Well, but he gives me zesty.
Okay.
He comes across as he could be both ways. Like 1 minute he's like masculine, and the next minute he's very like feminine energy. And
so what should be done? The man is out of control. Clearly, there's a pattern here. What should be done at this point? An intervention, some type of, maybe a documentary.
I mean, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying, he's very cool with Diddy, so I'm not surprised if they've had all male Zest Fest.
Okay. Okay.
And then they put the female lock on, like, you know, what was the old thing where they would put the female chastity belt? They keep the females locked up and they go get with each other and then they come back to be with the females.
I'm listening, Kat.
That's the energy, like him and Diddy. Like one time, Coi Leray was visited. Coi Leray, like
Benzino's daughter.
His godfather.
Coi? That Coi?
Huh?
Benzino's daughter?
Yeah, the daughter. Yeah, but he's like Busta's like her godfather or whatever. And Coi was at this event and Diddy was there, and you know, Coi's a very nice looking girl and young and spry or whatever, and Diddy was trying to get at her and Busta was like, chill, relax. So it was like, to me, like they hang tough and they try to get at females when they feel like trying to get at females, and then when they want to do all men, they do all men.
Okay. So
mark my words.
Kat, any thoughts with regards to what should be done? Clearly, this man, you know, this is his MO now. Snapping. I mean, do people have to approach him with caution? What happens now? You're from the New York Tri-State, the Bronx, to be precise. What happens now?
Yeah, I mean, he's not stable mentally, but he's very sensitive. He could be very sensitive, and you can ignite his fire at any moment. So it's just like, don't do anything too crazy around him. Definitely don't try to touch him or do anything. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. But, you know, if you catch the wrong side, if you catch the flame side, you catch the flame side. If you catch the masculine side, you catch the masculine.
Can I tell you what I want to see at this point?
What?
I want to see somebody push his button, and I want to see that nigga crash out. I want to see him bite a hole in somebody's face or jump in a vehicle and crash. I mean, I don't think that an intervention is going to help, because clearly the videos that we've been playing here, and I'm sure there's others, nobody seems to step in. They seem to just step back. So I want to see him crash all the way up. Okay, land your plane. Oh, I'm sorry. And do you care, Kat? Come on now. You're from the BX. My son appointed to the transition team for the new mayor-elect. Come on, Kat. Come on.
I saw that. That looks, I didn't really get into the details, but that looks interesting. So that leads me to believe that Mondani may be on to something real. I don't know. I have to do more research. I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Thank you, Kat. Great to talk to you. Thank you.
Okay. Take care of yourself. Good night.
Bye now. Okay. All right. On the screen, guys, Tower of Love Foundation. Sheila, how are you? Thank you for your support. Guys, in my community section, there is a link and a banner to Sheila's platform, Tower of Love Foundation. Sheila, which banner do you want me to put on the screen? Is it the one for your Facebook or your YouTube channel? Please let me know via email, okay? Maurizio, good to hear from you, sir. Good to hear from you. Let me look in this live chat. Can I ask you guys a serious question? Again, I'm not looking to cause any drama or tension or anything back and forth. Has Poppy, a.k.a. Hassan Campbell, has he addressed my son yet? Being a part of the new mayor-elect's transition team? I couldn't find a video. I couldn't find a video. I see we've got a Goofy in the live chat. I don't mind taking the time to address Goofies. Hey, Goofy. People are getting sued for making statements that are not true. So I'm going to defend my business, my affiliates. I'm not just going to say something because you want to just, laugh and giggle. Goofy. If you have proof, call in and tell us about Busta Rhymes being gay. If not, please read the room. You can't be that stupid, some of you. You cannot see what's going on and still think that, they protecting Busta. No, I'm protecting my business. Jesus, I hate to even say that sometimes. It's like, what don't you understand? Here's a good comment. I want to play some of the Pierce Morgan and Nick Fuentes interview. Thank you for your comment on the screen. Yeah, I saw that study a couple weeks ago, as you did as well. A lot of people from East India have been found to be white supremacist and racist. Okay. All right. Let me take one more call before I shift and go to the Nick Fuentes and Pierce Morgan interview. Let me go to area code 812. Hey there, please watch the language. Good evening. Are you there? 812. Yes, no, maybe.
Yo, Star, what's good? What's good?
How are you, sir? Good evening.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Where do you want to start?
One thing with Busta Rhymes, you know, he's been in the game for so long. You know, he had Flip Mode Squad records, then he had, you know, switched over to Conglomerate. And, you know, really, he really didn't pop off where he really ain't where he need to be as much time and, you know what I mean, how much blood, sweat, and tears he's put in the game. You know what I'm saying? I think the record companies is holding him back for, you know, putting him in the position where he needs to be in. You know what I mean? So I think that might be stressing him out because not too long, a few years ago, he said he coming out with the Flip Mode Squad again. And, you know, I remember Split Star had a single that was, you know, on the rail and playing on Hot 97. You know, Flex was blasting it off, but, you know, Split Star never came out. So I think he might just be stressed out. You know, he stay on tour, he stay working. So I just think maybe all the time he's always constantly on the road because I live in Indiana. So the few hip hop shows that come here, he's pretty much been on. He was on the Wu-Tang tour, you know, many others, you know what I mean? So he's always.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? Respectfully, how old are you?
I'm 49.
Okay.
49.
Busta Rhymes.
So, yeah.
Busta Rhymes has had a mountain of success, notoriety. I don't think anybody has had a bigger career other than Snoop Dogg, you know, and a host of others. He's got a hell of a catalog. You ever see him live on stage?
Oh, yeah, plenty of time.
Phenomenal.
It's like,
phenomenal.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But now to your point, maybe he's been creatively frustrated, but, you know, that's not an excuse for this pattern that we can see. I forgot about some of the stuff that he, you know, snapping on the people when he's going to take a dump and he's calling her a bitch and throwing the water on somebody out there in Vegas. This is a pattern, man. So whether he's creatively frustrated or not, or whether he has reached the success level that he thinks he should, what now? What should be done? Some type of intervention? Crisis management? What now? You're a 50-year-old man. Come on.
Right. He definitely has to see some therapy or something because at this point in the game, if you mess up once, they can take it all away from you. So he just got to let some stuff slide or laugh it off. But, you know, sometimes when you get so stressed, you get into the mindset of, I ain't letting nothing ride. You know, I'm checking everybody who disrespects me. And I think that might be the mind frame that he's in, which could cause him to flip up and lose it all. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean, be paying all his money to the lawyers. So, yeah, he really got to check himself. So,
And any thoughts, sir? 50 Cent has issued a warning to Marlon Wayans. I like both of those guys, but I think that Marlon Wayans may be the wrong person for 50 to play with. What say you?
50's a troll. I'm also a troll. So, I can, I think 50 can hold his own. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like what 50 did with the White Girls movie. Like Marlon can't really get over that. You know what I mean? And they're supposed to be making another one. So as long as 50 got there, he pretty much good. You know what I mean? And then with a lot of Hollywood stars, all of our, all of the people's kids somehow turn out gay. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I missed that part. Go back and who turned out gay? Say again.
I mean, all of the African Americans' children are somehow gay in Hollywood. Denzel Washington's daughter is supposed to be gay. I don't know if it's something they have to do or if it's real or I don't know, but the majority of all the Hollywood stars got some sort of transgender or gay person in their family, and it's kind of weird, just statistic wise.
Suspect and searching for the answers. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, blanks 078. Thank you for your donation. Remember, Busta was in a photo cruising with the fun boy. That was a female. You talking about the blonde going into the club? That was some type of female nutritionist or health guru, if memory serves me correctly. Deeds, how are we doing with regards to the goal? The goal, Deeds. Can you put in a comment so that I can put that on the screen? We're trying to reach a goal. If you folks appreciate the content, we do have a goal at the top. Also, we have a brand new Cash App. I'm going to say it again. $ Hip Hop Police. The link is at the top of the live chat. I was done, as many of you were done with Cash App. I even took Cash App off of one of my phones, and then they reached out. Oh, can you start a new Cash App account? So it's at the top of the live chat. All right. Everybody sit tight in the queue. I got some. Yes, I do. I did my research, my homework early this morning. Let me see if you guys are up to speed. I'm just gonna play it and then you chime in. If you're not, just sit back and be entertained.
You racist.
You racist? That's I am racist.
So idiot for
and
real.
you are an
You are an idiot. No,
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruined your life, by the way.
Oh, you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you look like.
What's wrong with you?
What the is wrong with you, you ugly bitch? Get the
ugly.
This is the shocking viral video that got a Cinnabon employee in Wisconsin fired. In the disturbing clip that is spread across social media, an angry white employee hurls racist slurs and makes vulgar gestures at a Somali couple as they filmed her. The woman behind the counter was identified as 43-year-old mom Crystal Walsey from Oneida, Wisconsin. The clip was posted by one of the customer's cousins, Sabrina Osman, aka Skylight7373, on TikTok. According to her, the dispute broke out after the customer asked the employee to add more caramel to her pecan cinnamon roll. The ugly incident went down at Bay Park Square Mall in Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin, near Green Bay on Friday, December 5th. Just a few days after President Trump called Minnesota's Congresswoman Ilhan Omar garbage. She is the first Somali American to serve in Congress.
Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage.
His heated remarks come as feds crack down on a billion-dollar welfare fraud scheme, apparently carried out by numerous Somali migrants in the state. Amid the Cinnabon uproar, an online fundraiser supporting the fired employee titled Stand with Crystal has raked in $100,000.
Bro, what?
Cinnabon shared this statement on X. We've seen the disturbing video from the Cinnabon Bakery in Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin, and we do not condone this behavior. The former employee was immediately terminated by the franchise owner. Their actions do not reflect our values or the welcoming experience every guest deserves.
Phone lines open. Are you guys up to speed on that video? Cinnabon. That was a Cinnabon. Okay. Let me bring in the homie. I think that's Rob Lowe. Is that you, sir? Area code 201 on a Wednesday night. Rob Lowe.
Salute, Star. How you doing?
Good. What's going on, man? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in on that Busta Rhymes and then 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans.
Please.
I don't know if anybody said it. I mean, that Zesty thing, I don't know why people keep mentioning that. In New York, that's not a thing. Like, those accusations have been flying for probably over what, 2 decades? But that's not, I don't think that that's the reason why he's acting like that. I think he's acting like that because he's roid raging. I don't know if somebody's mentioned that already, but to me, that's what it is. Busta Rhymes was not that big. Busta Rhymes used to be as skinny as a toothpick back in the day when I used to jump up and down to his music. You know, what's the scenario? Like, he was skinny as a stick. And you know, I mean, there's things that I could, like, there were things that happened in the streets of New York that happened to all rappers. You know, people getting G-checked and, you know, yo, you're not really from Brooklyn, you know, that type of stuff, and getting picked on. I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I'm not, you know, people were getting checked in the street. And, you know, different people react to that different ways. Some people go out and start hanging out with the wrong people for protection. Some people go get weapons. Some people lift weights. And, you know, one day, this guy just started blowing up, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, to the point where, you know, most of the time when you use those bad steroids, they make your head gets bigger, enlarged.
Okay.
You know, and if you look at the size of his head.
Has there been any proof, Rob Lowe, with regards to Busta Rhymes using that stuff, or are we just going by hearsay?
I mean, you might as well call it hearsay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to do an investigation and try to find out if he's, you know, if it's a fact and what he's using and all of that stuff. But just the fact that he blew up like that and it affected his health and the passing out on stage and, you know, stuff like that. There's definitely a chemical imbalance, you know, so that might be a part of it. You know, I'm not going to say, you know, he's not getting the type of money that he wants. Like, Busta Rhymes has had a very healthy, popular,
a lengthy career. A career.
Yes. He has outlasted a lot of people in terms of, you know, New York hip hop music. And he's come from a place, like, I think Busta Rhymes was what, 1990 when the Leaders of the New School came out?
I forget.
And you know, when that whole thing,
didn't they come out around the same time or maybe a year apart of Young Black Teenagers, which was actually white guys from Long Island? Remember them? Young Black Teenagers?
Yeah. I remember them. They jump around with the 40 bottles in their hands and all that stuff. But yeah, he's outlasted a lot of people, popularity wise, music wise. And you know, some of the stuff that I see, like the video where he was like, you know, trying to go to the bathroom, you know, and then, you know, I mean, he overreacted a little bit, but, you know, that's just like with somebody that has to deal with people all day long. you know, your one interaction with them is not the only interaction that they have. Right. People are saying and doing all types of things to them. So, you know, some of it I understand. It might not be justified, but I understand it. But
if I can jump in, Rob Lowe, yeah, somebody did make a assumption, speculation about roid reads, but again, I have no proof, so I'm not going to put that out there as if it's been confirmed, you know. But yeah, something needs to be addressed here because, again, it seems like it's a pattern with him. So I don't know the particulars, but anything else you want to mention about my son and 50? My son or 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans? You're from the New York area.
Well, just to end it off on Busta Rhymes, he does need some type of anger management. Okay. And I'll leave that there. But 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans, I mean, look, I think 50 Cent, because he's a very smart businessman, I think he knows what he got himself into before he got into this, and I'm pretty sure that he has prepared for the backlash of what could possibly happen. I know he didn't go into this thinking that 100% of people were going to be behind, you know, this documentary. I mean, and it's not like he went out and did the investigating he's just an executive producer, and they used his fame to push it along. And it just so happened that, you know, it's hitting, you know, it's.
Did you see Big Gene Deal crash out on the Art of Dialogue?
I didn't see him crash out, but I was wondering why he was not on.
The hater misses nothing. I'm going to play that tonight as well, man. But listen, I got to take a break, Rob Lowe. Great to talk to you, man.
No doubt, Star. I'll be listening. Salute.
Salute. Thank you. David, I got your donation via Cash App. Thank you so much. I don't want to say your last name, but thank you, David. Gene Richmond, are you there, sir? Good evening, number 9.
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Where do you want to chime in? I just played a little bit of the interview with Pierce Morgan and Nick Fuentes. I'm going to get back to it. Did you want to chime in on that, or Busta Rhymes snapping on a team for calling him Tracy Morgan?
Well, Busta Rhymes is an emotionally impulsive nigger. Let's talk about the Nick Fuentes Pierce Morgan interview. I just want to get right into the interview. I thought the interview was unique in a sense. It was in high demand because people knew that Nick was coming on Pierce's platform, and they were looking forward to it. Many people watched it. I mean, it's at over 3 million right now and counting on various different platforms. But just to say this, it just goes to show you the magnetic persona that Nick has at, I believe he's 27 years old. And the interaction with Pierce Morgan, it started off very well. And again, I got to give it to Pierce Morgan. He's very polarizing, but I think he is a good investigative journalist, and he does give good interviews at times. So I'm going to give that to Pierce, but I'm going to say this wasn't his best, and he tried to one-up Nick in different aspects of the interview, primarily through the second and final half of the interview. The first half started off well. It was an introduction into Nick's life and his experiences and where he came from and his political views. But then it veered into a different lane, and it got into his sexuality. He questioned if he ever been with a woman, if he was a homosexual. He questioned his motives and what his true motives were. And, you know, the effect that he actually has in regards to the current political wave. And again, I think Pierce lost it when he just tried to, in my opinion, demean Nick, you know, knock his character and try to expose him for being something else, or, you know, this anti-Semitic incel, if you will. But it just didn't work. And it backfired on Pierce.
I'm not going to play the whole thing, of course, because it's 2 hours, but I highly recommend it to people. Do you think that at this point in time, with the other interviews that Nick Fuentes has been doing, Pierce Morgan, Candace Owens, even though that's behind a paywall, do you think that there's some type of shift right around the corner or groundswell with regards to, the younger generation and some real, I don't know, something that's going to mean something in 20 years? Or is Nick Fuentes just a flash in the pan, in your opinion?
I don't think Nick is a flash in the pan at all. Do I agree with every political and social point that Nick makes? Absolutely not. Okay. I think a lot of his views can be very myopic in a sense and geared toward a specific audience. That being said, there are a lot of points that Nick Fuentes has made in regards to immigration that I stand firm on. Nick is a tough nut to crack, and he's not for everyone. But again, he does make some very valid points, and I think he's 27 years old. Again, just remember, and like I had a conversation with someone about this interview earlier today, and he was talking about people like William F. Buckley and Buckley's radio show back in the 80s, and he talked about Rush Limbaugh. And I politely said, even though Buckley had good commentary as a conservative and Rush was, the king of right-wing radio.
I agree.
Those two people are gone. And that era of Rush Limbaugh died with Rush. He was the last great right-wing radio show host. And now we have people like Nick Fuentes. We had Charlie Kirk, who was the heir apparent to Rush, but obviously Charlie Kirk, his demise is gone. So we have a Nick Fuentes now, and he is what has manifested from 2020. The young white male in America has been told that he's racist, that he's xenophobic, that he is prejudiced, and he's been cast aside for foreigners and black and brown people, LGBTQ communities, and all kinds of radical feminist ideologies. So the young white male in America sees Nick Fuentes as a guiding light. Again, you don't have to always agree on everything he says, but I think he is official, and he's going to be around for some time now, moving forward.
I can appreciate everything you've said, and no one agrees with everything anybody says on these microphones or in the world of radio media, if you will. But here's something that is a fact: the browning of America. So, I mean, he's lit right now. He's as hot as fish grease, as they used to say. But the browning of America is right around the corner. Things are going to get more tough, if you will. White genetic survival will become more of a reality. With regards to his, because I watch him on Rumble sometimes, and he goes back to his platform and he talks about these interviews. And his audience is solid, the Grapers. You ever watch him on Rumble?
Yes, that's where I've been watching him for the last 3 years on Rumble, since he's been excommunicated from YouTube. Yeah. And I've watched his audience grow within the last 3 years, primarily within the last 3 months. He's definitely grown, and I think he's evolved in a sense. And he talked about the duality in his persona, as he started off in a very small community on the internet and a very fringe audience. And now he's exploded. He's at over 500,000 followers and counting on Rumble. And he is being featured on other social media platforms with the clips of his show. So he's definitely in an evolution sense, and he's definitely evolving. Okay. Like we're saying, he's not going to go away, and he is here. And again, in the last couple of months, we've seen him on Tucker, and now we've seen him on Piers Morgan, two very influential and two very prominent figures in media. So his stock has gone up considerably.
Okay. Hey man, before you go, and I appreciate you calling in, my son, the general appointed to Zoran Mandami's transition team. Are you up to speed? I couldn't find a news video with regards to. He was on the big spread in the New York Post. You up to speed? You care?
I am up to speed. I saw the story briefly. I kind of skimmed through it because I'm not a real fan or supporter of my son. But I think my son is a response in the position that he's gained in Mandani's administration as the human rights and the criminal criminal justice advocates. Him and I believe Tamika Mallory is a part of that board. And they, he's gotten that position, exactly for being who he is. But I think this is.
Hang on a second. Tamika Mallory is going to be a part of Zoran Mandami's board, or you said my son's?
No, I believe they're working in tandem together because I saw her name thrown in an article that I read in the Post. I'm not exactly sure what position she's going to play in that administration, but I saw.
Keep me posted on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nigga start hating.
Of course. anything else would be uncivilized, but I think it's I think it's par for the course. Mandami is this, he's a Marxist, and he's subtly admitted it. And people like my son and people like these so-called social justice figures that are in our modern day society are going to appear more in his administration or people who are connected to him.
Well, let me say this. I've got a lot of respect for my son. Maybe it's, more personal because I've, seen him evolve. He has put boots to the ground. No ifs, ands, or buts, whether you like him or not. He's been out there on the front lines. And at some point, he's going to have to change his, I'll even say, rhetoric about Trump. I've watched him on social media. Highly intelligent man. But Zoran Mandami went down there to the White House, and you don't see him put his foot on the gas as he used to with regard to Trump. Do you think my son at some point will become, for lack of better words, compromised? Before you go.
Well, he has no choice but to capitulate.
Bingo.
He has no choice but to humble himself and to understand now he's in the big leagues. And in politics, you have to play the game, if you will. It's a chess game. If you read the book by Jason Riley, an editor for the Washington Post, he wrote a book called False Black Power. Mm-hmm. And in that book, he talks about the misunderstanding of black politicians, and being a black politician will have some kind of change within the black lexicon of the black community. And also he talked about politicians like Marion Barry, Sharp James, and Coleman Young. Even though they were black politicians, they did absolutely nothing for black people.
Hang on a second. King David on the screen says he already is. FOH. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I think my son is going to have to learn how to play the game and better than he is playing it now. He's going to have to get a crash. He's going to have to get a crash course, and we'll be seeing him in that White House buck dancing in front of in front of Caesar.
The place where you want to be. Yes, that's where you want to be.
In the big house.
In the big house.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In the big house. Singing Jubilee with the great white hope. Singing Jubilee, Jubilee.
Hey, Matt, thank you for calling in, and I appreciate you as always. Number 9.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Okay. Gene Richmond tapping in. This person's been on hold for a while.
Good evening.
What's happening?
Hey.
What's happening, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you turn that down in the background? Thank you for your patience. How are you, man?
Yeah, I want to talk about the Busta thing.
Yeah, you got to come a little closer to the phone, though. It sounds like you're in a tunnel, man. I know you've been on hold for a while, but you got to.
You hear me?
A little better, yes, sir. Busta Rhymes snapped on a teen, and then he told another guy, called them all sorts of faggots, and it's crazy. Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it. But look, here's what I'm trying to say. Everybody's trying to make him out to be a monster, right? But every video I saw, I'm thinking, I would have said the same thing. Maybe not the same exact words, but I mean, what do you messing with me for? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he going out of his way to mess with other people. Okay. The people that's coming up to him, they're not his genuine fans. Okay. They're not asking for autographs. They trying to clown him. Told me he looked like Tracy Morgan, and the whole nine. So I'm disagreeing with that. I don't think he's a monster. I think he might not be a nice guy. You see what I'm saying? And I'll agree, he's not a nice guy. But to make him out to be a monster, nah, I ain't feeling that.
who's making him out to be a monster in particular?
I'm saying, well, that's the whole point. You're saying, he's spazzing out. How's he spazzing out? He's reacting. If someone gets in your face, yeah, you might be more mature about it, right? Than me, let's say, or the next man. But if I react and I say, a couple words that might be, I'm angry. You coming in my face. What do you want me to say?
Well, the media is saying he's snapped.
No, that's what I'm saying. The media.
If I can jump in, the media is using these different words to describe his tone. So whether I think or not, he is a person of notoriety. He's been doing this many years. Is it a coincidence? Maybe he's just maybe as you just said, people are just doing too much, and he's getting the short end of the stick. Possibly.
Yeah, he's definitely getting the short end of the stick. I think the focus should be more about the people that's coming up to him. The story should be how people should be careful because you might get this, you might get punched in the face, you might get whatever. I think that should be the story. But as a focus on he's overreacting. Yeah, of course he's overreacting a little bit. But I'm saying I think a majority of people would react a little aggressive if someone just I'm watching videos of people right in his face 5 feet away from him telling jokes like, come on, if he was really your fan. If you were really a fan of him, you know what I'm saying, you respect him, come at him, say something nice to him or ask for an autograph, or you come up to him making a joke. Nah, man, get out of my face. I would say the same thing. I'd be upset. I'd be angry. Me personally, I might be a little bit, cameras in my face. I don't want the bad publicity. So I might do the right thing. But I'm saying I completely understand if someone overreacts. I get it. So, but we can also talk about the whole Nick Fuentes thing.
Well, hang on a second. I like your energy. Stay with me. Can I ask how old are you?
41.
Okay. It's a trade-off, man, being in that camera eye or the fisheye lens, as they used to call it. It's a trade-off. Basketball players, football players. I feel for basketball players. I've been to multiple NBA games, and they're sitting right there and got people 2 rows back calling them names, talking about their family. Craziness. But it's a trade.
No, but that's what.
Hold on, sir. If I can just say my piece.
A little different, though.
Sir. If I can
go ahead.
If I can say my piece, I'll let you land your plane. And when you get that big money and Busta been eating high off the hog, a lot of years. I'm not saying it's right. But at the same time, you have to find ways to keep people around you that protect you. In the videos that we played tonight, I didn't see anybody that jumped in, got in between him or somebody else.
Right.
Hold on. Or pushed him and said, let's go, move out of here. I didn't see that. So I would tend to believe that the people around him, maybe they're confused, maybe they're yes men, maybe they're just not, trained right. Go ahead.
Now, yeah, you're right. He should definitely get better people around that. If anyone should be doing all that, it should be the people around him, and he should, get right in the car and get out of there. However, again, you talk to basketball players. That's a little different. You're on the court. You got these people out there. There's security. There's people around. That's a little different. You would look crazy in the middle of a game or something like that. But if you're in the street somewhere, you don't. There's no security. You don't know what someone can do to you. So you can't just expect people they want to be nice. Someone could come up to me and try to kill me or do something crazy to me. So I have to be on edge a little bit. So that's a different vibe. If he's some of the stuff I see him do when he's on stage at a concert, that I might agree with. But the stuff he's doing out in public, when he's just living his life, nah, you can't just walk up to people. And then we get mad at them for reacting the way they do. That's crazy. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I agree with you. He does need to get better people around him because there should be people to make sure that stuff doesn't happen. But as far as the whole Nick Fuentes thing, people talking like, first of all, I don't even know why we supporting this dude. Like, the more you show him, that's not helping. This dude is dangerous. Like, I'm telling you, this dude's going to be like a president or something in like 10 years. And he's all about race separation. So, you need to be careful.
If I can jump in, I am here to put things in front of my audience and my audience to come so that they can see, so that we can have an informed conversation. Nick Fuentes went on Piers Morgan, sat down with Tucker Carlson, platforms that really have more with regards to his message, if you will. They should have more concern. I'm putting him out there. Absolutely. So that we can have an informed, keyword here, objective discussion. I know my audience. I know my analytics. I'm not talking to people sitting around, twisting their hair, smoking brickweed. Most of my audience, most of my audience is people that are educated, homeowners, lawyers, doctors, and other things. Not just young people who can't pronounce words. But go ahead.
I got you. But last thing I'll say, you got the Marlon Wayans 50 Cent thing. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I think Marlon Wayans is prepared. Oh, yeah. I think he's gonna. And usually this is 50 Cent's world right here. This whole trolling thing. Right. I think Marlon Wayans is a professional troller. Oh, yeah. And this is going to be easy work for Marlon. Easy work.
Yeah. I appreciate the call, man.
All right, Star.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yep. Salute. Okay. Good call. All right, hold on a second. Someone else has been on hold here. Area code 646. Good evening. Are you there? 646.
Yeah, what's up? This is you, Star?
Did we just speak?
Nah, I ain't speak to you tonight.
Okay. Good evening, sir. How are you?
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Okay.
Please. The Big Apple tonight.
Please watch the language. That's the most important thing. Where do you want to start?
We can start with Nick Fuentes. You know what I mean? When he started talking about not bringing home no black babies. Oh, buddy. He was just keeping it a buck. That's what's going on at the dinner table. Being a part of the black movement. We prefer as what's his name, Dr. Umar say, the black babies, the black women, and all that. Some people say they prefer that or whatever, and I think we got to respect that more now in America. Respect people's opinions and their perspective and what they prefer. So preference is definitely something that we was talking about earlier. I think you mentioned privilege and preference. I don't know if that was you or Dr. Umar. I don't know. But anyway, long story short,
yeah, I was listening. I wasn't following you, with all due respect. I don't know what Dr. Umar said or what his key mission is. I really don't know. But the interview with Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan, did you see it or parts of it?
Yeah. I was just looking at it. So just to be honest with you, I saw I just listened to everything you said, but I actually watched the other interview with Carson. So I did check that one out. Okay. I didn't see this one, but besides what I just checked out on your show just now.
Okay.
But even that part right here was very interesting because I basically, it was the same question. It was all along a lot of it was along the line of the same questioning. So he talked about a lot of the same.
Is racism here to stay, sir? Is it here to stay, racism?
Well, this is America. I think that, again, my perspective on how it's supposed to play out, in terms of freedom, justice, and equality and a higher intellectual vibe, is not supposed to be here to stay. It's not supposed to, if we vibe right. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? These people start hitting the button and everybody.
I disagree, but go ahead. I disagree.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm, again, part of my mission is that, we're supposed to bring a higher level of intelligence so that we can all understand to live in peace on this planet together. So I could understand a guy like Nick, Fuentes, coming from more sort of the Malcolm X perspective where, you got to let a person be who they are. A person prefer that his daughter brings home, his fellow white comrade, and that's what it is. If a black.
What about you, sir? And do you have any children?
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have children. Yeah, definitely. I got children, and I don't get into their relationships. You know what I'm saying?
But you have an opinion. You have an opinion.
Yeah, I got an opinion. Yeah, now I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us about your opinion of your children, and are they dating or married or?
Yeah. Now my baby, I'm pop already. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, you know what I'm saying? So, again, I didn't get into between her relationship. She never came home with a problem.
She married, sir?
And even
Is she married?
No, she's not married. No, actually, the guy, he passed away before the baby was born. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying?
Does she date snow apes? And if she brought one home, would you be okay with that? A snow ape?
Yeah, definitely. Oh. If he doing the right thing and he makes her happy, I'm not gonna get in between that. I'm not gonna never cause confusion within the family because that's the person that she chose to love. But again, I'm somewhere different. You know what I mean?
She brought home a 55-year-old rapper or a nigga making beats. He ain't got a job. Sir, please, it's a serious conversation.
If he don't got a job right now.
Serious conversation.
No, listen, that's a real thing you saying. And just to reverse it, and I always said, even if she went away with R. Kelly, I would have accepted it. You understand? Because that would have been her decision.
Stop the cap.
So I get
Sarah, stop the cap. Hey, let's go back for a second. You say racism. How did you phrase it? I don't want to put words in your mouth. You want to see it abolished? No more racism?
Yeah. Nah. We supposed to be freedom, justice, equality. You know what I'm saying? In terms of being right here in the best country in the world, in America, this is what it is right here. We got.
So you're fine with race mixing? Long story short.
Say it again.
You're fine with race mixing? You're fine with it? It's not a problem.
Yeah, bro. Like I got little nieces and nephews running around here. You know what I'm saying? You know they the complexion. You know what I mean? Different.
I wasn't clear, sir. I wasn't clear. The giggling threw me off. Hey man, I appreciate the call.
Yeah, but what about Busta though, bro?
What about him?
What's going on with him? I think
I don't know.
I think it might be a financial problem, man.
Okay.
You know, he's not where he want to be at, and people coming through. The young guy was kind of funny, the Tracy Morgan thing. You know, you can't take a joke, man. You gotta learn how to take a joke at this age, at this point in his career.
I agree.
You know, he's supposed to laugh it off with Shorty, gave him a pound. He tried to play it at one point. I didn't know if he wanted to kiss him or hug him. You know, I don't know.
Okay.
Just to keep it a buck with you.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Pernell, I got your Cash App. Thank you so much. Shazam, peace, God. I got your Cash App. Thank you so much. Guys, the Cash App is at the top of the live chat. It's also right here. See that in green? Brand new Cash App, $ Hip Hop Police. Okay. Sit tight in the phones there. All right, I think we're done with the Piers Morgan, Nick Fuentes interview. If you care to go watch it on your own, we will discuss it again at some point, I'm sure, or another Nick Fuentes interview. He's popping like Jiffy Pop on a Friday night, like him or not, okay? And let me just make sure I play the videos that I didn't get to Gene Deal yet. The homie Gene Deal. Guys, live chat. Did Gene crash out? I don't want to say he crashed out, but he had some choice words for the director of the docu-series. I think I want to play a little bit of that, but let me go to these some of these folks who have been on hold for a while. Area code 347. Please watch the language. Are you there? Good morning. It's now morning. 347.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace, Star. How you doing, bro? Oh, I'm sorry, not brother. I'm sorry, not brother.
That's okay. How are you?
First time caller, long time listener, man. I'm just calling to talk about the Busta Rhymes. He always been a sucker, man. I met him and Spliff Star back in early 2000. I was in Miami, and at the time they had the show. I think it was either the MTV or with the Source Award for all the celebrities and basketball players come down for South Beach and do their thing. My man had a spot on 12th Ave and Washington Avenue. And everybody used to come there to Star to come shop because we from up north. So he used to have all the up north gear out in Miami. So when they come in town, they go shop with him. He would close the door, close the shade so people can have privacy while they shop. Right. Me and my boy in the back, Spliff Star and Busta walk in. He started cursing my man out and asking him to get me and my boy up. I ain't gonna say, he said watch your language. I ain't gonna say what he said. But he was literally cursing my boy out and us. Like, why we in the store? Get out. We shouldn't be there. Spliff told him to chill. And then Spliff came to us, was like, don't even worry about it, man. Y'all just go ahead and chill. Spliff was cool, but Busta was a straight clown. That was back in early 2000. So he always been like that.
Well, I don't know if what you're saying.
That's a fact.
Well, I don't necessarily know if what you're saying is true. Now, you were in the store when Busta Rhymes came in there. Why were you there? If your friend.
That's my boy. We used to all hang out. We used to hang out there, and in the back they had the PlayStation. Right. And we sold at the time we was selling purple.
But now, hang on a second. Now, your friend offered Busta Rhymes the opportunity to come in there and shop with no.
Yes.
Okay. So then why didn't you guys go outside or just, not make yourselves seen? The man had an agreement.
Because,
Hang on, sir. Hang on, sir. I let you speak.
all right.
You know,
Yes, sir.
what you're,
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know
Yeah.
what you're saying, and I'm not defending Busta Rhymes. I don't give a goddamn about him like that. But your friend,
Yes, sir.
your mans, your peoples, and them, you know, told Busta Rhymes he could come in and shop without niggas sitting around, you know, blowing the chalice and playing PlayStation. What was out back then? PS2. What were you playing?
Yeah, it was bad. It was way bad. It's like early 2000, man. We was young.
I'm Busta Bus. I'm lit. It's early 2000s. Who are these bum niggas? Get these niggas the fuck out of here. Right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But then,
I got to take Busta Rhymes' side on that one, sir.
hold on, Star. But after that, Spliff came to us, was like, we was cool. We said, don't worry about him. Yeah. And then, like I said, we was selling Purple Haze at times. So Spliff invited us to a hotel. We went up to the hotel to break bread with them. He cursed us out then too. And Spliff Star was cool the whole time. He was cool with us, but Busta Rhymes wasn't. He was straight clown like he did the other day. He always been like that.
How old were you back?
That's all I was.
So how old were you?
Man, I was early, like they about like 20. We was young.
And how old was he then?
53. I'm 53 now.
But how old was he then?
Who, Busta? I don't even know if he older than me. I'm 53 now. I don't even know how old Busta is.
And you're from where? You're from what borough, sir?
I'm in the Bronx. I'm in the Bronx now, but I'm from Jersey. Okay. I'm from Jersey.
So the BK nigga cursed you and your team out, and you didn't two-piece him?
Yo, for what? For we can get they had a crew back then. Busta Rhymes wasn't by himself. It was me and my man.
Sir, you calling here talking about he's a sucker, he's a clown. Why do
he was doing that back then.
Sir, you said you were selling the haze. Why didn't you two-piece him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nah, we wasn't on like that. But Spliff Star was cool the whole time.
And this is your first time calling. You've never sent it a donation. I'm looking at your information.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. I'm David. You had my donation off earlier.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and land your plane. So I'm just, I'm hearing you, but in reality, if you're a BX nigga, your early 20s, you got Purple Haze. I would imagine you had on some fly gear. What were you wearing back then?
Yeah.
What were you wearing then?
We had Jordans and like the whole basketball gear with the jersey, the shorts, and all that.
Right. You had the throwback joint on back then. Had a throwback.
Yeah, we was chilling.
You should have two-pieced him. But go ahead and land your plane.
Braid with the headband with the dust master in the side. It was way back when we was chilling. Right. But Spliff Star was mad cool with us though. He was cool.
He's a real cool nigga. He always makes the peace, but you honestly you should have two-pieced him. But listen, I appreciate the call. Salute.
Yo, can I speak on the 50 and Marlon before you let me go?
You're good. I appreciate you, man. Salute.
All right.
No, I might have to take Busta Rhymes' side on that one. Yo, you sucker, come in here and shop. Who the fuck are these niggas? I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for your donation. I just oh, they talking crazy in the live chat, as you should. Nigga was wearing Carl Kanai. He's capping. I'm coming back to the phones. Everybody sit tight. Are we done with the 50 Cent warns Marlon Wayans conversation? I don't think he was warning Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans is with the ish. He's lit on how many let me see. I didn't even Google. How many followers does he have? He's still doing stand-up comedy. Didn't he have a new movie out? He's active. Whoa. Okay, Marlon Wayans. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. All right, Sunday, sit tight. How many followers does Marlon Wayans have on Instagram? Deeds, are you out there? Are you available? Marlon Wayans is with the shits. Is there music on this? Hold on. Can you guys see the picture? Marlon Wayans with the clap back. All right. I don't know how many followers he has on. Whoa. 7.4 million. Is that right? Area code 216. Good morning. Please watch the language. Are you there?
Hey, I'm here. Scotty Jenkins, 216. What's up, Scotty Jenkins?
How are you, man? What's cracking? What's shaking?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Listening to the broadcast, man, I'm loving it, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I just wanted to touch on a few points real quick. I ain't gonna hold it too long, but on the whole Busta Rhymes situation, you say you want him to crash out. I want him to crash out too.
Yeah.
I don't think do he need therapy? Do he need some type of intervention? Hey, man, I don't think he need is money lost from getting hands and feet put on him. That'll straighten him up.
Let's go.
I mean, like I say, dude who was just online spoke about an alleged story. Of course, I'm not there. I ain't saying any lying or nothing like that. But like you say, it is a repeated pattern. So it is assumed that the dude might be telling the truth. That Busta Rhymes been wilding out since the 90s and the 2000s. But I will say this, as an FDA guy, I find it very interesting that Busta Rhymes pick and chooses who he chooses to wild out on. Okay. Because he did say FDA have no culture.
Right.
Rap is Jamaican culture. Right. It's Jamaican culture. Right. But the moment Fat Joe said hip hop was Puerto Rican and black 50-50, Busta ain't never say nothing. He got real quiet. Why you ain't check Fat Joe, homie? Yeah. Why you ain't check Fat Joe? But you check the other people who was like, nah, Busta, I think you might be wrong on that. So, he got a lot of stuff. Plus, he can't even hold a concert by himself. He went out on his own to have a concert and didn't sold no tickets. He had to cancel the concert and ride the coattails of other artists. It's a lot going on with this guy on the outside looking in, man. He did, like I say, I want him to crash out, just like you said. But unfortunately, I feel like it's going to be in the form of hands and feet put on him with the loss of money. Because the moment he decided to put hands on someone, he's gonna come out some money.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he put his hands on me, I'm suing.
Lawsuit. Yeah.
Far as the Nick Fuentes and what was it, Pierce Morgan? Man, look, there's two white supremacists trying to up one another. Come on, man. That's all it is. Two white supremacists trying to one up each other. At the end of the day, they both got anti-black hatred in their heart towards us. I'm listening to it. I do have it saved on my to listen to later on.
Well, Pierce Morgan claims he's not racist, so I don't know for certain. I mean, I've seen him interview people. I've seen some concerning comments, but I'm not gonna label him racist unless he actually owns it. But go ahead, land your plane, man. I appreciate your patience.
Okay, bro. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say, well, one for sure white supremacist, Nick Fuentes, and one alleged white supremacist. The last two things, far as the white woman that got. I'm about to find me a white woman, and I'm.
Well, listen, I don't want to go into all the other videos. Some of them are just for filler. Man.
Okay,
I appreciate the call.
I believe 50 Cent don't need to get into a Marlon Wayne. He's good at roasting. Don't get into it with a comedian. Okay. Leave it alone, 50.
Thank you, man.
Peace out.
Yes, sir. What is this? I don't know. I can't read this. Somebody sent me a whole paragraph. Thanks, calling peace, guys. Yeah. Sit tight in the queue, guys. Okay, well, folks, if you're calling in, you have to say what area code you're calling in from. Area code 917. Please watch the language. Good morning. Are you there? 917.
Hey, Star. Good to talk with you.
Hey.
Can I speak on the Nick Fuentes, Piers Morgan topic, or are you
Please.
done with that?
Please. No, you go ahead. You're good.
Okay, yeah. So I found it interesting. I know they spoke on 3 different topics: the small hats, racism, and misogyny. I thought actually, you know, they both got their jabs in, but I gotta give it up to Piers Morgan, man. I think he got him a couple of good times, man. Where he let me go with the racism thing, because you played the clip earlier when he was talking about his father. Like that right there caught him, because he's saying, okay, my parents aren't racist. But then fast forward like a couple minutes later, he's like, oh, I think everybody's kind of a racist. And he's saying I'm a racist. So if the origin of Piers Morgan's comment was you're a product of your environment, is like that right there. You just admitted that you came from that environment, because you stated everyone is partially racist, right? You gave the examples of your father talking about not going to certain restaurants that black people eat at. Right. So that right there caught him to me. And another
learned behavior.
No, did you see the
learned behavior?
Exactly. Yes. Product of environment. But did you catch the moment when he asked him if he had any black friends?
Mm-hmm.
And he mentioned Kanye.
Yay.
That was funny because there was a moment when Nick Fuentes was like, oh, I don't like certain characteristics of black people, like how they play victimhood and narcissism, and he said that at one point. And then Piers is like, oh, well, do you have any black friends? He's like, oh, Ye. And then Piers is like, you do know Ye is like the biggest narcissist victimhood person on the in the black community that's famous. And he's like, that's your friend that you're gonna comment on? Like that doesn't even make sense. Like the same thing that you calling out black people for and saying, oh, you hate this about them or you don't like, but then you warming up to Ye.
Can I ask how old are you?
So off basis to me.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
26.
See, I appreciate a young person like yourself calling in, giving me your perspective. You know, you don't have to follow my lead. I mean, I wanted to play that interview so we could have a healthy discussion. Do you think that Nick Fuentes, he's going to make a impact that has substance to it, or is he just the new flavor of the month?
It's interesting. I mean, I thought, like, for an example, Charlie Kirk was making more of an impact. I feel like Fuentes is kind of like a, I don't think I've ever heard you mention him on your show, but he reminds me of like an Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of will have his moment online a lot. Like, you know, all the streamers are going to be talking about Nick Fuentes, but I feel like he'll die out soon. I feel like somebody will replace him. You know, like it'll just be a few minutes with this guy. But I thought I
have mentioned Andrew Tate on a few occasions. Andrew Tate, I mean, I don't know his whole mission, if you will, but he takes some real hard shots at black people, and he doesn't have the charisma that Nick Fuentes has. Would you agree or no?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would agree. I mean, I think with Andrew Tate, I feel like all the legal troubles he's been having in Romania, that's kind of like made him a little bit fatigued, maybe, and he lost some of his steam. I felt like he came on the scene hot in the beginning, but now, yeah, he's kind of played himself out. But the last comment I'll say about the Nick Fuentes, this was the moment for me that was the number one when they were talking about the Jews, right? Now, Piers Morgan played that footage of him talking about how Nick Fuentes, he had his speculations, right, about the numbers that people that were killed in the Holocaust. You know, how many Jews? Yeah, right? Because they're framing him in the media like, oh, he's a Holocaust denier and all that stuff. So I think the example in the clip is some kind of mathematics in regards to baking cookies. I don't know if you remember that clip when he's talking about how long it takes to bake cookies and yeah. So then when Piers asked him, like, okay, what's your thoughts now? And he didn't stand on business in regards to those comments that I always thought Fuentes believed in, you know, that he didn't think the numbers were right, that they were basically blowing them up. And then he flipped it. He's like, no, those numbers are accurate, the 6 million, but he's like, it might even be more. It might be 7 million. It might be 9 million. So it's like, wait, I thought you was the person for the last few years that's been saying that, no. they're lying to you about the numbers, and now you actually confirming the numbers. Like, that just seemed crazy to me when he did that. So I just completely looked at Fuentes, and I'm like,
if I can jump in,
I don't need to hear any more from him.
If I can jump
Yeah,
in,
sure.
You know, Nick is young. He's young, and I'm not defending him. You know, I can look at things objectively and find, you know, merit in some things, and other things, you know, it's not really of interest to me. But when you're young, you're supposed to contradict yourself. Tupac contradicted himself a lot. That's a part of growing, you know, getting experience. And but I will say this: he has put boots to the ground. You ever see him out there wearing a bulletproof vest? He puts boots to the ground. Nick Fuentes. You can't say he doesn't get out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think in the interview they played. I'd never seen this footage, but it was him at the January 6th. He was there, and he was marching with, I guess, maybe some of his followers. They had like connected, and they were like, I don't know if he was just speaking to random people or some of those people around him, like they knew each other. But yeah, I hear you. Yeah, he definitely is mobilizing, and he's got the numbers to back it. But you know, nothing lasts forever, so we'll see what happens with him. But I thought it was interesting. Pierce said, "Are you going to run for politics one day?" He kind of was like, you know, hinting maybe, but he wasn't really like, you know.
To be precise, he said no. He said that's not of interest to him right now. But I would guess that you know, as time goes on and he gets a little bit more situated, if you will, he may seek out some type of political office. Are you in school, college?
No, I was in an associate's degree at BMCC. It's a college in Manhattan.
I know BMCC. Yeah, school very
downtown.
Well. Congratulations. Salute.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm just sort of working right now, but maybe one day I'll try to get my bachelor's degree. You know.
Okay.
Go back.
I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Can I quickly comment on Busta, if it's all right?
Yeah, but he snapped on a teen. The teen admitted to trolling. I played a video where the teen came up to the camera, see, I was trolling. But Busta almost slapped fire out of that little white boy. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to me, just really quick, I feel like Busta had definitely some anger issues, but I think earlier you said he had maybe he had gone to some kind of anger management classes, or he was trying to, I don't know, maybe get that resolved, but it obviously ain't working. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he definitely seemed triggered, but I feel like at the same time, I mean, it wasn't that big of an insult to me, at least to me. Like, I feel like if I was in that same position, I would have just said, like, oh, you got the wrong one, you know, and just left it at that. But, you know, I don't know.
In my opinion,
you know, the kid was kind of,
in my opinion, you know, anybody who's becoming popular, if you will, you have to learn how to respond and not necessarily be contentious or, you know, overly aggressive, because everybody's running around with a goddamn phone now. I mean, and it can happen just, you're not even aware. You're at Walmart and you're buying something and somebody comes up in your face. You ever watch those videos at Walmart where everybody's pranking everybody? And those things are funny, but at the same time,
all the time.
Oh my goodness, they can be dangerous. Look, man, I got to take other calls. Salute.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you. Guys, let me put my email address on the screen. If you're trying to get on the phone lines, I can't guarantee every call. Sunday, sit tight. I'm coming to you next Sunday. Hold on. I think that's Jada Bandit in the queue as well. Hey, Sunday, good to hear from you. How are you? It's early morning now. Where is Sunday?
Yeah, I wanted to. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I wanted to talk about my series for a minute, if that's okay.
You're in the community section. For those who don't know, brand new promo in my community section. Sunday, where do you want to start?
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about like the reason why I wanted to channel my artistic ability into creating a series.
Okay.
That's something that I have not discussed or touched upon. Okay. For myself, I tend to kind of have a yearning for certain content that's not available. And so trauma-free is what I've come up with. Trauma-free Black entertainment is not something that you can find easily.
Okay.
And so trauma-free to me just means that there's not an abundance of cliches and stereotypes, including concepts like drugs, jail, and slavery. And so although those things are very real, it's not something I want to consume every time I turn the TV on. So I thought to myself, well, there's so many ways to have Black entertainment without it being trauma-inducing. And so my content, I take pride in the fact that it's trauma-free. So my episode releases on Friday.
Okay.
And again, it's not that it won't be emotional, intense, and have its up and downs. It's just not trauma-induced. Like, it's not trauma that you would see, you know, that's kind of just very redundant at this point in Hollywood when it comes to Black actors and Black entertainment, which I think a lot of people would like an escape from. We don't all want to be force-fed that all the time. And then it is an original production. And I think that for those who are skeptic, if you just give it just one episode, I think you'll, you know, quickly see that I've taken a great deal of time to write out a really good story for people, for a general audience to enjoy.
Can you tell people about the promo that's in my community section?
Yes. So episode 1 is called Stage Wars, right? And so it's about a contest for talented artists. The problem is when they actually show up on site, it's absolutely not what they signed up for. And it's a horror show. It is a horror genre fused in with like thriller, drama, but it is fixed in horror. And so that's why you're going to see a lot of monsters and a lot of scream material, I would say, pertaining to what the emotional encounters kind of evolve into. It is not, I don't believe that anyone watching it could just presume what the outcome's going to be. It's not a predictable piece of work. I think it has so many twists and turns that people will be, of older populations, will be pleasantly surprised. I myself, being 36, I did not want to put together something that could be easily, you know, figured out. I wanted it to be kind of like a mental challenge. And so I started the idea a year ago, and I've finally come up with something that is signature to me, but something that I think people could really kind of take a hold of once they give it a chance.
So trauma-free, but the premise is horror and contestants. If they don't, I'm
it's
sorry,
definitely
they
a
can
horror
get
show.
They can get eliminated. I'm sorry. I was trying to remember the
this
trailer
is the thing.
without playing.
I know. So I do have 3 trailers on my profile. Again, this is for people that want to try something new. Not, you know, again, there's such an absence of Black entertainment in general on any streaming platform.
But now, hold on a second. Sunday is your target demo, Black people, because I didn't.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. Yes. Now you're going to see 1 or 2 characters that are other, but the majority of my cast, the main characters and all the leads are Black. And that was my objective from the beginning.
Okay.
100%. And it's trauma-free, again, because it doesn't include slavery or the stereotypes of police and prison and all that stuff. It's just exciting, thrilling, and it is a horror. Yes, 100%.
All right. On the screen, I've got youtube.com/@HotSunday. Is everything spelled correctly?
I can't see the screen right now, but I trust that you have.
Okay. So. All right. Well, hey.
Yes, and thank you so much, Star.
Great to talk to you. We'll catch up soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Hot Sunday tapping in. I got the homie here who's been on hold for a while. Jay Bandit, sit tight. I'll be right there. Sit tight. Sheila with these big fonts and color. Was there a way of both Facebook, YouTube? Okay. What's any people to post comments on tomorrow's board meeting? Okay. Sheila, let me make sure I have your. How about if I put your YouTube banner up? And then I'll see if I can get the other one worked out a little bit early tomorrow, okay? Jay Bandit, good evening. Area code 973. You got to watch the language, homie. Let you know right now.
Salute.
Jay Bandit.
I got you. No. Salute, you can hear me?
What's going on with you, man?
Same. Bag got different, so I got different.
Uh-oh.
But salute. Good evening.
You're jacking Florida Boy Jay's line?
Yeah.
Hold on, you didn't say it in the words of Florida Boy Jay?
Yeah, nah, I'm just saluting him because he hit me up on the DM today. Well, yesterday, it's past 12.
Well, that's his slogan. The bag got different, so I got different. What's going on?
He got different. Well, my slogan is, I steal from the rich and give to the poor, which is myself. I ain't hungry no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get right to the topic. Busta Rhymes snapped on a teen. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video. I don't know if you remember, a couple years back, I told you I met Busta Rhymes in the club.
No, sir, I don't remember. Come on, man. Stop.
Okay.
Get right to the topic.
But anyway, I tried to give him. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, when I met him, he was cool.
Okay.
I had no problems with him, no competition. Tried to give him my demo. He was like, "Oh, he's good right now," and that was it. But other than that, I have no problems with him. I never had no problem. And Split Star, he lives by me. I know his peoples, and he's mad cool. He came to my old job before. I used to work at a restaurant called P.F. Chang's. Okay. And when he seen me, he was all talking, chopping it up to me and everything. Came up, gave me pound, said what up to me and everything. So Split Star's a real.
He gave you some dap. Okay. So with
he's a real though. He's a real.
With regards to the video, he snapped on the little white troll. The little white boy admitted I was trolling. Called him Tracy Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Is Busta Rhymes okay?
That was a good one.
Is Busta Rhymes okay in your opinion?
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He just had to put down that act right, man. You gotta let these white people know that he's a black man and that he's not the same person that you portray him to be. He is Busta Rhymes. That is Tracy Morgan. We are two different individuals. But everyone knows that Tracy Morgan caters to the white people. So it is what it is.
Now, you are an aspiring rapper. That sounds hot, but what happens when you start doing shows and, you become a person of notoriety? Somebody comes up on you, ask you for, ask you for an interview, and you go to sign it, and then they hit you with 2 water balloons. Then what? What are you going to do?
I'm going to hit them back with the 2 water balloons.
That's a lawsuit.
Because he don't disrespect me. I know, but he disrespected me first. So, right? Isn't it when someone puts their hands on you first, aren't you allowed to retaliate back? If I'm not mistaken.
You tell me. You're an aspiring rapper.
Well, I say yes, you are. You know what I mean? All right. If someone disrespects my space, I'm going to disrespect their space right back. Okay. No ifs, ands, or buts. Unless it's a female, then that's
different. Hang on a second. Number 9, I don't understand your, he says, are there any trans characters? Is that towards Sunday, number 9? I'm not sure what you're saying, sir. I don't know. All right. Well, listen, good to talk to you, Jay Ben. I got to get back to the grind here. Anything else you want to chime in on?
Yes, troll babies, please come to my new channel, @JBandit6. I appreciate you. I got a new content up there. They call me Bandit Fuentes.
I forgot to put your information on the screens. Stay with me. Hold on.
All right.
Let me get make sure this.
Appreciate that, sir.
YouTube.com/@JBandit6, the number 6, right?
Correct. Yes, that's it. I donated to the new Cash App too. Okay, I don't know if you saw it.
Salute. I'm gonna keep this on the screen, man, because you got to get your numbers up. You caught a hard L, man. They took down your channel. I want to help you get those numbers back up.
Yes, they took it down.
All right, salute.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Salute. Okay.
Salute.
All right. Jay Bandit. Guys, please go to Jay Bandit's YouTube channel. Kat, is that you calling back? Area code 718. Kat.
Diddy was digging in the crates with Kirk Burrows.
Says who? Big Gene? Anybody else confirm that? I mean, I can ask Kirk. He would tell me.
He would tell you? You think so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're friends, me and Kirk. Mm-hmm.
I know, but you think he would tell you? I mean, if Gene says he drops him off there every Thursday night,
I haven't finished playing the interview. I mean, I didn't watch it all the way through. Did you watch it all the way through?
well, I had heard that part already before you played it. That he said that he would drop him off, and Diddy would be like, "I'm gonna stay here. You could go ahead." And he's like, "Why are you gonna stay here? Why are you staying here tonight?"
Should I continue playing it? Does he outright say that, or are you speculating?
Well, I didn't hear you play the part where he said Diddy was in the Badussi.
I'm about to get to it. I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. He says it.
He phrased it as I'm saying Badussi, but he said something else. But he said vagina. He said vagina.
Okay.
He said Diddy was getting in the vagina.
Okay, so he makes the claim. Big Gene.
Yeah, Big Gene said that.
Okay. Well, I'm probably going to get to it after we finish. What else is going on with you? You called back. You were calling in. You called in speculating. You called in speculating about Busta Rhymes. You know, I mean, listen, I'm here for the bullshit, but I mean, I want to stay as close to accurate as possible. People are getting sued, right? Defamation, slander, reckless disregard for the truth, right?
Right.
Right.
But everything he said about, you know, Misa and Kim and all of that is the truth too. I don't know. I know you don't remember, but I called in prior to us knowing who each other, like you recognizing me, and I told you I used to hang out with his Diddy's son's mother.
I don't remember.
In high school.
I don't remember. But go ahead.
And so I know a lot of what he's saying is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
But I don't want to be like a snitch or nothing, but I mean, it's all coming out. What goes in the dark comes out in the light. So it is what it is. It's all coming out. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, Diddy was very abusive back then. Did everything that they saying about him, that's what he was. That's what he been. He always been that.
Kat, were you ever in the quote unquote industry? I forget.
No, I wasn't in the industry, but I was affiliated. Me and Misa's close friend went to high school. We all were close friends, so we used to hang out when we were like from 16 to like maybe 20.
Okay.
So I was there pre Bad Boy.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so I saw it all unfold. Like, so everything he's saying is true. It's not a lie.
Well, I don't know it to be, with regards to these new claims, I don't know that to be true. Not that I'm doubting Gene.
Well, I don't know.
I've already said he's an honorable man, but I mean, I'm going to try and get to it, but I appreciate you calling
You're
back.
right. You're right. I can't give factual information about Kirk Burroughs because I don't even know Kirk Burroughs. I don't even know who he is.
Right.
But I'm saying everything he said about with Misa and all of that transaction, everything, all of that is true. There's so many, as far as when they mentioned in the documentary that Diddy was trying to paint Misa as like his mom, that's true.
Okay.
All of that is true. But anyway.
But Kat, even if some of that stuff is or isn't true, does it matter now he's in jail? I mean, of course, people are interested, but I mean, you know, and the reason why I asked you if you were ever in the quote unquote industry, there's so many people who are uneducated, you know, trying to become people of notoriety, famous, if you will, and they allow themselves to be lambs for the slaughter. Not that that makes it right. Not that I'm trying to justify anything Diddy or any of these other guys did, but I mean, it's a never-ending cycle of people who willingly put themselves in position. That's why I asked. But you're saying no.
Well, so what I'm going to say is, yes, I agree with you. I'm just telling you what I know to be true. But what I want to say is there was one thing they didn't say in the documentary, but they mentioned about Cassie in another documentary, or no, during the trial.
Okay.
And they were like, she was like, well, Jay-Z's taken, so who am I going to get with? So yes, of course, it's an agenda for these women, for people to try to, you know, get what they can get out of these men, and the men are co-signing and doing whatever. So no, I'm not trying to bury Diddy. I don't care anything about him being in jail. I try to put nobody in jail now. I'm just saying what's true is true. And your question is what I'm answering, like that. Yeah, women out here, they trying to get, you know, the piece of the pie. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Good to talk to you. Have a very safe and productive Wednesday. It's now Wednesday morning.
You too.
Take care. Good night.